Alright, all you listeners of the madness, and especially you graveyard shift workers out there tonight, welcome back to Under the Radar. And you know, with Martin Luther King Day today, folks, we had a dream ourselves, prior to the show. And it was us back in high school, because Martin Luther King Day to us, back when we were in high school, we would always have something called the WJSB Marathon, where we would do an all-night marathon of different shows, culminating into a WJSB blues song performed by our teacher, Mr. Walnerstein. And I was thinking to myself, after all these years, how crazy would it be to do a show like this at 3 a.m. in the morning? And probably call my friend James Graybo to join in with me. He can play Operation Mindcrime, I can do the whole siren thing. It would be crazy. But it's only but a dream. But besides that dream, folks, that took me back about a good 15 years, I think it's time for us to go ahead and cut out some very interesting newspaper clippings for another edition of Yesterday's News. And in our first Yesterday's News story, or should we say video game news, for you fans out there wondering if there's going to be any more characters for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, well, I have some good news for you. Because Sakurai will announce that there would not only be 5 characters, but now 6 characters in the Volume 2 Fighter Pass that will also include, and I kid you not, folks, the ancient soldier costume for the Mii Sword Fighter from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And even though they already said that the people who are gonna get these little envelopes have already been announced, yeah, he would advise you during the video that he would have for Nintendo Direct that the characters have already been decided, so don't ask me on Twitter. And in my opinion, I can't wait to see who are these 6 new fighters who are going to join the class of approximately well over 70? I thought it was 90, but either way, a lot of characters that are already in Smash, and I can't wait to see who's next on the roster so I can stomp them out with Ganondorf. I'm gonna keep my promise by taking a picture for you fans out there too, just you wait. And if you guys want to go ahead and check out all of the cool characters that are currently still in Smash Brothers, or even check out the envelopes that may feature fighters that have your names on it, you can go ahead and head on over to the Twitter page of one man only known as Nintendo Versus to check it out for yourselves. Or head on over to the YouTube page of none other than Nintendo to check out the presentation of Mr. Sakurai Presents. And before we forget, the pack will be available for pre-purchasing on the 28th of this month of January, just in case anybody watches this show late. And in other news, and a little bit of preview of a Super Bowl commercial news. For you fans out there of the cool different commercials that Doritos have come out with over the years, with the first one featuring Peter Dinklage and Morgan Freeman, and even the one featuring Chance the Rapper doing a remix of the classic Backstreet Boys song, now for this year we have none other than, of all people, Sam Elliott doing a poetry version of the classic song from Lil Nas X, doing I don't know how to take this seriously, but either way, folks, Sam Elliott is awesome, and the fact that they managed for him to do this song in his own special way, I think it's pretty cool. And the fact that this man is still as cool as I remembered him from The Big Lebowski tells you a lot. And I can't wait until they show the entire commercial on Super Bowl Sunday that will take place on February 2nd of this year. And for those who can't wait to see what this commercial is going to be like, you can head on over to the Twitter page of one man only known as Doritos to check it out for yourselves. And in other news, or more or less 20th Century Fox And Searchlight Pictures news as well, because it looks like Mickey Mouse has decided to drop the classic Fox brand from 20th Century Fox and Searchlight Pictures, and instead will now call it 20th Century Studios and Searchlight Pictures. Yikes. So after all of these years and so many different movies, if you saw those classic openings that has 20th Century Fox with the searchlights going off back and forth, that's an end of an era, folks, because they said that the first movie that will feature the brand new logo will be none other than the movie called Call of the Wild, that will be taking place as of February 14th. And yeah, in my opinion, I'm gonna really miss those old logos, but as long as I have old movies in VHS that still has that classic I can always have the memory in my heart. They can't take that away from me. Disney can't take that away from me. And if you guys want to go ahead and check out the brand new logo for Searchlight Pictures, or even check out what they're planning next, you can head on over to the YouTube or Twitter page of one man only known as Disney to check it out for yourselves. Or just head under the picture logo of 20th Century Studios to also check it out for yourselves, just in case. And with that said, folks, wraps it up for another edition of Yesterday's News. And I guess with that said, folks, we might as well head back to the music, and when we return, we'll be back with more of this golden madness that only Under the Radar can provide right after this. So don't go anywhere just yet, folks, and stay tuned.